Quarterfinals night 2 at the Bet Victor World Matchplay. A place in the semis on the line. Mensur for president, or would it be a day for Demolition Man? And in the Battle of Australia versus Scotland, it was all Snakebite. Today on High Roller Radio. There's a heat wave in Blackpool. Call it Furnace Friday at the Winter Gardens. And man, oh man, was it hot and heavy last night as well, with some perfection added in. Gary Anderson nails the 9 at the Winter Gardens, announced at the Maximum 180. And yes, Ando getting £45,000. 5,000 per dart. It's the first 9-darter in Blackpool since Phil Taylor back in 2014. You see Gary here nailing the second of his two 180s. The 141 checkout would follow. Scintillating scenes. Rod Studd was enthralled. The 9-dart leg, the back-to-back 141 checkouts, the big fish, the near big fish, the maximums, the nerve-shredding excitement, the fly, the class of two ace Aerosmiths. He said, "Thank you, Gary Anderson and Joe Cullen. Darts. Yeah, darts. You know, Unicorn was all over it. Fantastic 9-dart finish at the World Matchplay," it tweeted. Gary using his new Unicorn 2019 Noir barrels. Team Unicorn congratulating the Flying Scotsman as we get a close look at Ando's setup. Noir, great name. In fact, the big name in darts. Both matches last night. Desvaughn Chisnell, then Anderson Cullen. High quality indeed. At the Maximum 180, asking a great question. Can this evening's quarterfinals live up to last night's shenanigans? Sulovich, Webster, Wright, Whitlock definitely had a tough act to follow. Hard to top last night, a thrilling Thursday at the Winter Gardens. Fair assessment for Matt Checkout 170. Tuesday, great night of darts. Wednesday, boring. Thursday, great night of darts. Friday, question marks. Well, with Phil Taylor in the commentary booth, who knows? Could be legendary. There are your matchups. Sulovich, Webster first up. Then it's Wright, Whitlock. And here we go. Demolition Man, the first one introed, seemed ready too. These fans would be cheering for his opponent though, Mr. Mensur. Mutual respect beforehand. Big hug between the players. The Gentle off to a better start. He'd hit his second double 14 here for 2-0. Mensur for president, this fan says. He then hit his favorite double again for 3-0. Slow start for Webster, but he settled down a bit in the fourth leg. This 140 followed by this checkout. A beautiful 136. Go on, he says. He's on the board. The Gentle, though, next leg responded with a finish of 90 on the bullseye. 4-1 Sulovich at the first interval. Phil Taylor enjoying himself on the mic. Imperative Webster wins this next leg, he said, and Webster did. He'd then break, then hold, fighting his way back to 4 apiece. Sulovich would then bust his score, going for a single 1, and Webster nailed double top for his first lead of the match. Credit to Mensur, broke back immediately, 5-5 at the second interval. The pair would stay on throw until the 14th leg. The Gentle nailing this 86 outshot for break and a 2-leg lead, but Webster hit back on throw 8-7 at the halfway point. Fourth mini session now. Sulovich broke to start, but look at this. Demolition Man pulling the Deller, a brilliant 138 to close the gap to 9-8. His third 3-figure outshot of the match, but he couldn't consolidate it. Too many stray darts, and the Austrian pulled ahead, thanks in large part to this timely, punishing 180, Webster trailing 11-9 at the interval. Blistering start to the fifth mini session. 4 maximums in the 21st leg, 2 by each, a leg Mensur would win. Webster had another 180 in the 22nd leg, then finished off 116 for 12-10. Big shot, says bring it on. Well, Sulovich brought it on all right. Very next leg, a superb 122 finish on double 7, points to his heart, then a headbutt for good measure. That was the difference. He'd go on to win 4 on the spin, 16-10 the final. Not the quality of last night, but still quality. 9 180s, 98 his average. Good enough for the semifinals. Very hard game, Sulovich said afterward. I just said focus, Mensur, focus. Asked if he can win the tournament. Never, he said. I just hope I sleep good. Maybe I'll have a chance tomorrow. And you can see there, the fans love him. Webster's loss, as we learned from Wikipedia, means there will be no Englishman in the semifinals for the first time in the World Match Play's 25-year history. Wow. Simon Whitlock all smiles as he headed down the runway facing Peter Wright tonight. And yes, Snakebite got the party started. Dartboard pants, dartboard painted on his head, and the stage dance. Who have you got in this one? Well, nice start for the Scotsman. Managed this 89 checkout in the opening leg as we get a good look at the artwork. Next leg, he'd break on double top 2-0. Yes, Peter had the right stuff in that opening set, up 4-0, throwing for the whitewash. He'd get it 5-0 at the first interval. A darting disaster for Whitlock. His average in that opening set, 79. Peter Wright in complete control, announced the PDC. Simon yet to get on the board. Is this match already slipping away? Second mini session now. Good start for Whitlock. This 180 followed by double 8. Whitlock hitting 3 maximums in the first 3 legs, but he couldn't gain any ground. How about this from Wright in the 9th leg? A 180, then 177 to leave double 12, which he'd pin for a 10-darter. Stellar. Next leg, backbreaker. The Aussie sitting on 32. Snakebite took out 110 to lead 8-2 at the second interval. A blowout. Nice shot of the Winter Gardens at 10-2. You see the averages. The price was right today. 16-5. He wins. He dominates. Ton plus average. 76% on his doubles. It was really hot tonight, Snakebite said. It affected Simon's darts. It affected mine. It's like playing in a sauna. Then asked if he can win the tournament. Wright had one word: definitely. So the semifinals are set. As we take a look at the bracket, just 4 players remain. It'll be the 2 winners today. Up first tomorrow night, Peter Wright versus Mensur Sulovic. Then the Giant Slayer, Jeffrey Desvaughn, taking on Gary Anderson. From Furnace Friday to a sizzling Saturday, today on High Roller Radio.